Microfiction. Treasure hunt. In Fuchun Mountain Dwelling Map. Since the Extension 88 unit completed its mission in the Battle of Along the River during the Qingming Festival, the officers finally looked at our team with admiration. I originally thought we would be awarded, but I didn't expect that the team leader would call me into his office that day and assign this impossible task to me. Ni Benjie, the leader of the anti-smuggling team, recently exchanged the stolen goods from drug trafficking with the underworld for gold and hid them privately. Although he was monitored and arrested by the supervisor, he insisted not to reveal the whereabouts of the gold bars. After the criminal team hypnotized him, they learned from his dreams that he had transported a large amount of gold to somewhere in the Fuchun Mountain Dwelling Map collected in National Palace Museum. The operators searched for half a month with a 100x magnifying glass, but found nothing. Besides, even if it is found, how will it be transported out? The captain's intention was that I should bring people into this picture to find out the reality, and try every means to transport the gold bars out, otherwise my year-end bonus and promotion would be ruined. Without further ado, I immediately called Ni Benjie's brother, the philosopher Ni Benshua, and asked him for advice on how to enter the painting. Ni Benshua sighed, since Huang Dongwang painted this picture of living in the Fuchun Mountains, countless people have hidden gold, silver, treasures, pearls and agates in this picture. This is part of the reason why the world and the imperial court have been searching for this painting for nearly 1,000 years. During this period, some people even almost burned the painting and buried it with him, because they wanted to take these gold and silver treasures to heaven to enjoy happiness. As for how to get in and out, Ni Benshua shook his head and said, Fuchun Mountain Dwelling Map is a closed world, which is completely impossible. How my brother did it, I can't guess. It is impossible for him to admit or tell us until the evidence of the crime is proven. So will this case become a pending case and my year-end bonus be ruined? I asked anxiously. The only chance, Ni Benshua said, is to take advantage of the upcoming merger of the Shanshan Scroll and the Huangxi Scroll for display at the National Palace Museum in Taipei, and get in through the cracks at the moment before the two scrolls are combined. Later, when the exhibition closed and the two volumes separated, try to escape. In other words, you need to bring 2 weeks' worth of food while living in the painting. We acted according to the plan, and so on the day when the two paintings were exhibited together, we took advantage of the chaos and squeezed into the painting of mountain dwelling, turning the original 8 people in the landscape painting into 11. We knew that we had to stay up and work at night, while hiding in caves or working behind trees during the day. Otherwise, if we were discovered by the crowd of visitors, they would definitely say it was a fake, and we would be committing a heinous crime. This picture is actually a portrayal of Huang Dongwang's life. It is slowly laid out through the scroll from right to left, from birth to adoption, from child prodigy to imprisonment, from becoming a monk to divination. Finally, in his later years, he calmly completed this masterpiece, while fishing and cutting wood in the river, smiling at the autumn moon and spring breeze. After we entered, we originally hoped to appreciate the ingenious scenery of Fuchun Mountain, but instead we felt Huang Dongwang's inner growth, struggle and peace, just like the water of the Fuchun River, sometimes rough, sometimes smooth, sometimes twists and turns, sometimes ripples. No wonder, it is simply the river of the author's life, or a picture of the ups and downs of his life. We groped along the river of life, exploring every tree hole and pushing aside every boulder. But after 2 weeks, what we could find was that except Huang Dong's ups and downs of mood, we didn't see any treasures. Could the gold have sunk to the bottom of the river or be in a cave guarded by giant beasts? We dived deep into the river and ventured into animal dens, but we didn't see any trace of gold. As the exhibition comes to an end, our only chance to leave this painting is coming. Disgraced and frustrated, we found nothing and was about to use the last resort to detect the array waves with explosions, to find out where the buried gold was. When everything was ready, the phone rang. It was Ni Benjie who called. He said, "You don't have to look for gold anymore and don't destroy my home again." I had long traded the gold with a mysterious old man in the painting in exchange for this painting of dwelling in the Fuchun Mountains, which is where you are. Where is the old man? Where is the picture? I asked hurriedly. The old man appears and disappears. I don't know whether he is a human, a fairy, a fish, or an animal. As for that painting, it is the world you are in now, If you redeem your gold from him, the world will be his, and you will be in the painting, never able to return. Think it through before deciding what to do. At the end of the incident, the three of us stood in front of the captain and told him that the gold had been recovered, and it was this famous painting, a national treasure. As for the recorded phone call that was made by Ni Benjie out of desperation, it can be used as evidence for his arrest. The captain couldn't hide his disappointment when he didn't see the gold. When he heard how we could preserve this national treasure, he thought it was a fantasy. The only thing that gave him a little bit of relief was probably Ni Benjie's phone call recording. But who is the mysterious old man? He sold this painting many times, and where did all the money go?